Hi, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm giving you a 2-for-1 thing today, okay? Two lying scammers in one video. Yes, they happen to be twin sisters, and that made it a little easy. Now, I have covered Dani. I have never covered Gabby. There's plenty of people with way more knowledge about what she does that cover her, so I've left that alone. However, when I saw one of her live streams this morning, and I think it was a recent live stream actually from this morning, where just like Dani is doing, using some medical thing to get attention and money, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it because I think Gabby is moving on to her next money grab scam, just like Dani. They're both claiming medical issues. Both of them act like they're freaking expiring, more Dani than Gabby. But it's typical with these two. They usually take turns. One month, Dani has all kinds of issues and she's crashing out and needs attention and money. And then she drops, and Gabby does the same thing the next month. But they are tag teaming this month, and they're both on there doing the same shit, which to me is not surprising. The surprising part is it's both of them this time. So that's why I'm covering Gabby. Again, I will not cover Gabby for any other thing except for her lying and scamming. And that's it. Dani, like I said, I've already covered her. And I will be putting some older clips in here, as I've promised before. Anytime I make a Dani video, I will put these two clips in so that everybody can remember what a POS Dani truly is. Anyways, let me shut my pie hole. Let's get on with this video.
Sorry about that. Are you ready for Thanksgiving? What's everyone's favorite Thanksgiving dish? That's a good question. I would have to probably say green bean casserole.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you, but when I'm feeling quite like that, the last thing I want to do is get on a live stream and I don't know, just be on a live stream. But yeah, we all knew that she needed to be on. Again, rent is due soon. So,
Whew. I would probably have to say green bean casserole. That's probably my favorite. I'm fine. I'm okay. Not even getting to go see a doctor. I'm okay. I'm alright.
I don't know. You sure about that, Dani? I mean, really, there's no reason for her to be running off to the doctor. By all means, there is a cold going around right now. It's a seasonal cold. I myself am fighting a chest and head cold. But the last thing I'm going to do is run to my doctor when I could easily just go buy cold medicine at the pharmacy or any store for that matter and then rest, which she should be doing, except again, rent is due soon for Dani.
I'm fine. You want a sausage? That's good for you. Do you have an inhaler? Yeah. I just took one. This is all I'm gonna eat.
I do apologize. I know there's nothing worse than watching Dani eat because normally she eats like a barnyard animal, but she seems to be pretty calm right now. However, I do want to point out that when you are sick, the last thing, especially when it's in your throat and your chest, the last thing you want to do is eat sausage links because that's going to irritate your throat way more than anything else.
Anyway,
Weirdly enough, her whole issue has nothing to do with her having a common cold right now. You'll find out in a moment what her quote unquote issue is.
there's something that you guys don't even know what's going on, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God. Typical Dani behavior. I don't want to talk about it, but then she's going to go on for like the next 2 hours of the day doing nothing but talking about it and acting like it's the end of the world.
Just don't. So can we just talk about something else, please? Let's just talk about something else. I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
Oh, I know you're tired, Dani. Semi adulting for you seems to be exhausting.
I'm just mentally fucking tired. You guys don't even know what the hell's going on. So just stop. I don't know how to get off. I can't do it.
Oh no, poor Dani can't do it. She just can't do it. Do you guys want to know what's wrong with her? Don't worry, you'll find out in the next live stream because she goes live again really, really soon after she ended this live stream. And trust me, it's definitely not life and death like she wants people to believe it is.
A message in my chart stating that my white blood count was elevated, very high, and my pallets were also very high, and it was indicating a infection. Okay. A couple of days ago, I've been having very bad heartburn to the point where my chest felt like it was on fire.
Okay, well, that would be called heartburn. And there's stuff you can take for that, like Pepsid AC. Easy. That'll take care of it. Obviously, you ate something that caused the heartburn. This happens to everybody. Everybody.
I've taken over counter medication. I've taken Tums. I've taken everything, and nothing is helping me. Um, I got very sick, very very sick, and I got off of work, and it was my third shift, and I went to go see an urgent care. Just I walked into an urgent care, and they made me do a urine test, and I had a lot of sugar in my glucose, a lot of sugar.
So, unfortunately, considering Danny's eating habits, this is not surprising whatsoever. Not even a little bit. And something like that would be an indication of possible diabetes.
Um, so there was some things that I'm not gonna say. Um, so they said you need to call up your your primary care doctor as soon as possible, Dani. And I said, okay.
So you see what she's doing here is she's trying to make it sound like it's some kind of life or death situation. Saying, well, I'm not going to discuss that part, but she's about to show her my chart and the lab results in her my chart, and she will show them, and then I will go over them, indicate a UTI and possible diabetes. But no, Dani has to make this way more dramatic than it actually is.
So, um, in the message of my chart, because of my blood is not good, he wanted me to follow up with an oncologist and a blood specialist.
Oh my God. Seriously, Dani? Shut the fuck up, okay? Nowhere in the My Chart does the doctor state that she needs to see an oncologist. What it says on the appointment that she has on the 9th is that she will be seen at the hematology backslash oncology department. Okay. Now, let's get one thing here. She is purposely skipping over the hematology part of it and going right for oncology. Why? Because she wants people to think that she could potentially have cancer. Oh my God. Here's the thing though, and I learned this with my own daughter who does have reoccurring brain tumors. She has what's called craniopharyngioma. And anytime her tumors come back, which is every 3 to 6 years, she has to have brain surgery again. We always end up seeing a hematologist, an endocrinologist, and an oncology doctor. Okay. They're all within the same department usually, depending on what hospital you go to or whatever. But this is what it blows my mind that she is skipping over the hematology part of it. But a hematologist and oncologist, they do often share the same office or some part of the same department. And that's because the two fields are so closely related. Okay. Especially regarding any kind of blood cancers, which Dani does not have a blood cancer. Okay. Many of these doctors are actually trained as hematologists and oncologists. That just means that they specialize in both of those areas. I mean, it's the fact that she's skipping over the hematology and going straight for oncology. We all know what she's doing right there. But uh, even those who specialize in only one of those areas, they do frequently work together or in the same location, such as a hospital or private clinic. They also work very closely with endocrinology. But again, the point here is Dani is purposely skipping over the hematology part of it and only mentioning oncology. Though nowhere in the doctor's notes does it say she needs to see an oncologist. He mentions only a blood specialist.
Um, so I went to my primary care doctor, and I'm going to show you guys my chart, so that way you guys believe me. Um, so when I was sitting at my primary care doctor, and he was looking at my chart, he was doing all of that. I'm going to show you guys the referral, but I'm not going to show you my doctor's name. Um, he looked at me. He says, "Dani, you aren't doing good," and he goes, "You need to go to the hospital." And I said, "I don't want to go to the hospital. I really don't." And I had no choice. I was very, very, very ill. And so anyway, I went to the hospital. My white blood count was very extremely high, and um I was very sick. Um, and they don't know the cause of it. They don't know what's going on. Um,
Okay, so I hate to cut in again on, Dani's, oh my God, I think I'm dying story here. But when you actually look it up, for people that know how to research things, Having a high glucose level of 143 and a high white blood cell count, um, it warrants a medical evaluation by your primary care doctor. It does not warrant having to rush to the emergency room because it's not considered an emergency. Blood glucose level of 143, that it is elevated, and it, you know, depends on when the test was taken, whether it was before she ate or after she had a meal. Um, Having a high white blood cell count typically just means your immune system is activated and is fighting off something like, I don't know, an infection like a UTI, inflammation like arthritis, some stress, or some certain medications that you're taking. But when both glucose levels and WBC counts are high, it's not considered an emergency. However, if her WBC count was over 250, then yes, that would warrant an emergency. So, simply put, a glucose level of 143 actually would indicate possible diabetes, which can be managed very, very well.
They are worried that I possibly, um, it could be causing the lesion because I'm sleeping a lot more than I am. Um, so I'm gonna show you my chart so that way you guys don't, think I'm lying. I'm not Gabby.
Oh, we don't worry. We know you're not Gabby. We know you are Dani, and you yourself are known, just like your sister, to be a habitual pathological liar and a scammer. You and her both have faked so many health issues in the past and, well, present, that nobody believes a fucking word out of your mouth. The fact that you yourself have to mention, I'm going to show you my chart so that nobody thinks I'm lying, proves that you yourself know that people are not going to believe you without seeing it. And even then, you try and bullshit your way through the my chart.
So
I would also like everybody to keep in mind while Dani is paused that my charts can be edited or faked. That it's been done millions of times. There are actual examples all over TikTok of people faking my chart screenshots. Okay. Um, Gabby herself has done it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Dani has done it herself. And I don't know. The doctor notes just don't look right.
okay, so I'm about to show you all my chart. That way I'm not lying. Okay. So they took my urine. 1,143. Your lab work shows your white blood count cell continue to be high. Your platelet count wasn't high. For that reason, I would recommend talking to a blood specialist. See if any further testing necessary will be scheduled for an appointment.
Exactly. It says a blood specialist, which would mean a hemo- hematologist. Mm, yeah, it's anyways, but she's going to continue to say oncologist.
You can see clearly here, I have a consultant on December 9th on hematology and oncology at the Regional Cancer Center. So,
Correct. Hematology oncology department. I've already gone into that. I've already explained it. hematology, oncology, they usually share the same department. Just because it says oncology does not mean she's seeing an oncologist. But that's, again, what she wants people to think. That's why she keeps skipping over hematology and saying oncology.
So I called the doctor, and he said they should have kept me. That I needed further testing more. And that's why I didn't want to say anything, because of that reason. So, give me a second. Just give me a moment, okay? Just give me a moment.
Okay, so she probably did call the doctor because, like her sister, she is a complete uh, train wreck. Hypochondriacs at the best. Okay, so again, you're being seen at a hematologist. A hematologist can diagnose diabetes, absolutely. Normally, your primary physician or an endocrinologist would be the ones to actually diagnose diabetes, but a hematologist very much can do so. Usually, if the hematologist diagnoses you or finds that you are pre diabetic, they will then refer you to an endocrinologist for further testing on diabetes and stuff. But again, her lab results show, and again, my mother is an RN, well, retired. She was an RN for 24 years, worked for the VA and two private hospitals. And I even showed her these lab results, and she said, number one, UTI. Number two, looks like prediabetes or onset diabetes. Again, neither one of us are doctors. I haven't examined her. Thank God, I wouldn't want to touch her anyways. But she showed the lab results. I'm going off what the lab results say. I'm going off researching what these lab results say. So, but Dani wants everybody to think, oh my God, it's just the end of the fucking world for her. And she keeps mentioning oncology on purpose.
Okay. I'm not saying that I have cancer, but he does want to rule out leukemia. He wants to rule out some blood cancers. He wants to rule out a lot of things. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to do a bone marrow test on me. I have no answers yet. I can't, that's why I really didn't want to say anything on live, because I've been very sick these last probably 48 hours.
Yeah, Dani, you probably should have just shut the fuck up until after you saw the hematologist, because you're sitting there saying what the hematologist wants to do before you've even been to the appointment and spoken to the hematologist. Okay, calm down. Seriously, it's absolutely ridiculous. She has zero answers because she hasn't even been to the appointment or spoken to the hematologist yet. And she's already telling people what the hematologist is wanting to do. Like, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous between her and Gabby. Oh my God. It's like, what the hell?
Um, so I've been feeling very weak, and yeah. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's just been really hard lately. I'm not saying anything else until I follow up on the 9th, until we get the results. Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything at all, Dani, because again, you haven't even seen the specialist yet. But we all know how desperately Dani and Gabby crave attention, and well, rent's due in like a week. So,
The reason why they wouldn't keep me is because it was full and they had no room to keep me. I could have went to another ER, but I decided not to. Let me try these cameras. This is not camera. Give me a second, okay? I don't even know how to turn on these cameras. Camera. Comments.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you, but I could never in my life go on live and act like this. Like ever. I've never seen someone who is supposed to be an adult at 33 years old act like a toddler at every turn and aspect of their life. It's just absolutely atrocious. Oh my God, for the love of everything that's holy and good, Dani, stop with the fucking mouth noises. That's like your mouth noises are some of the worst out there. Yours and Gabby's, and there's a couple other people as well, but what the fuck? Stop.
I'm not gonna do any boxes, y'all. So, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know everybody's gonna spin this, and this is why I didn't want to say anything, and that's fine. You guys can spin it. You guys can call me a liar. Never said it. I'm just saying I showed you my proof. I showed you what's happening. I don't have answers yet. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be further testing alone, and I'm gonna get off because I'm emotional.
Yeah, well, like I already said, you probably should have just continued to shut the fuck up about it, but you can't do that because you crave attention desperately. And you will just say whatever to get it. The fact that you don't have any answers because you haven't seen a specialist and you haven't heard from the or and you haven't had those test runs just proves more that you should have not said anything. But it also proves more that you just wanted that attention. And the fact that you keep saying oncologist, 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 you're not seeing an oncologist, Dani. You're seeing a hematologist. They're different specialties, okay? Different. Just because they're in the same department doesn't mean you're seeing an oncologist. You are the one spinning all of this. You are the one spinning everything. That's what you do best. And the fact that you have to keep saying, well, I showed you my chart so because people are going to say I'm lying. Well, Dani, why do you think people say that? Because you do nothing but lie. You have faked so many medical illnesses in the 10 years that you have been online. It is pathetic, including faking grand mal seizures in live streams.
Let's just hang out for a little bit, okay? I am trying to stay positive. Okay, I am. I am. Let's do some worship. Can we do some worship songs? Can we just sing some worship songs?
Oh, here we go. The fake Christian wants to play worship songs so she can pretend like she's a Christian. This cringes me more than probably a lot of what she does, other than, the animal abuse and stuff like that. But this is just.
I think that's what I want to do. I just want to do some worship songs this morning. Just pray. What was your W? So when I went to go get my blood test, it was only at 12,000, and it doubled it. Within a week, it doubled.
So I don't know about her numbers, but 1 minute it's her WBT was, or WBC was 1,200 and doubled, and then, which would actually make it 2,400 later. But then she says it was 21,000. Well, that would just indicate you have some sort of infection going on. However, even at 21,000 WBC, it doesn't warrant an emergency. Okay. It warrants maybe calling your physician and having a urine test or something done, but it does not warrant an emergency.
And it keeps going up. So let's just sing some worship songs. I really don't want to talk about it. I already said what I had to say. I don't have any answers right now. So what I would really like you to do is just say a prayer for me.
So keep that in mind. She doesn't want to talk about it anymore. She doesn't have any answers. So the fact that she has no answers, hasn't even seen the specialist yet, means she should have just shut up and not said anything at all. But again, I will say this a million times if I have to. It is Dani. She's desperate for attention, and rent is due soon. So that's why. But keep in mind, she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. This was a 46-minute live stream of her talking about it.
And just know that God's in control, and that whatever the outcome comes, everything's gonna be okay. Okay? Alright, so let's sing some worship song. I'm trying. I will not have any answers for anybody unless I see I'm on the 9th. Oh, W to double. It's not good. Prayer is the best outcome. Yeah, it doubled. Like I said, you guys, there's more things that I can't talk about, okay?
Well, yeah, we kind of already know that. You haven't seen the hematologist yet, so no, you can't talk about certain things because you don't know. You shouldn't even be saying what you're saying because you haven't even seen a specialist. And remember, Dani, you're not seeing an oncologist, you're seeing a hematologist.
It doubled. So if you don't know what double means, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? I need support, okay? All of you guys probably, you guys are probably going to think I'm a liar. My chart is a liar. And that's fine. Y'all can say I'm a liar. I mean, I showed proof. So anyway, I don't really want to talk about it. I'm emotional. I'm already going. I never said I have cancer. I never said I had cancer. Okay?
No, the problem is you keep implying you might have it, trying to convince your followers to think that you might have it. That's where you have gone wrong. But it's typical Dani behavior.
They are referring me to an oncology. If you don't know what that is, go look it up.
Wrong again. Your doctor has put in a referral to a blood specialist, which is a hematologist, not an oncologist. Just because they share the same department doesn't mean that you're seeing an oncologist. You seem to keep, again, skipping over the hematology part of it. And just because it's at the cancer center does not mean you have cancer. It means that the hematologist shares the same department with the oncologist, which is typically normal.
Okay? I never said that. My primary care doctor is concerned about my health. So at that point, he is referring me to an oncologist to run more tests to rule out situations, okay? I don't want to have cancer. I don't have cancer. I don't know unless I go to the doctor, okay? I showed you in my chart. It physically says I have an appointment on the 9th to an oncology doctor. So I'm done. Alexa, play Who Am I?
Who Am I?
Done.
By Casting Crowns on Amazon Music.
All right.
So then for the next 10 to 12 minutes, Dani here sings Christian music, pretending to be a God-loving Christian. and I do say pretending very strongly, by the way. And then she has the music stop so she can again discuss all of this, even though she has said multiple times, I am not talking about this.
So I know there's a little bit confusion in my chat, okay? Last week, I showed my blood count was 12,000. It doubled within a week. After that, the only reason why it got doubled was because when I went to go see my primary care doctor, because he wanted me to follow up with what, you know what. I went to the ER, ran my blood count, my blood, all that, whatever. And I didn't want to go. My primary said I had no choice. He goes, you need to go.
Okay, so I do want to bring up the fact that at some point this year, I think it was this year, Dani was in the hospital with, I guess, sepsis. If in fact it could be sepsis again, she's just not taking care of her health. She's not doing anything to take care of herself. And I almost feel like it's purposeful at this point because she loves the attention when things like this happen, that she just neglects her health for the attention. That and well, she's just a very unhealthy individual. But it's like constant with her and Gabby both. They have constant infections. They're always in and out of the hospital. They need to run to the emergency room for fucking everything. It's ridiculous at this point.
And that's when I went, and that's when it doubled. So I called the blood specialist doctor on Saturday, and where's Beautiful Broken? Where is she? Beautiful Broken. I'm gonna go ahead and mod you. So I told him I wasn't doing good. I was really doing really bad. And he said, well, they shouldn't have let you go. And, well, when I was at the hospital, they didn't have any more room, so they couldn't keep me.
Okay, so first Dani says that she called the hematologist on a Saturday, which I checked the areas in her town, including the center that she will be going to or the clinic she'll be going to on December 9th when she sees the hematologist. And yeah, they're not open on weekends. They are, however, open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I also went ahead and double checked with the clinic. They do not, well, the hematologist himself does not take phone calls from non-patients. And as of this time, Dani is not a patient of the hematologist right now because she hasn't even had her consultation yet. So the hematologist is not going to get on the phone with Dani on a Saturday and tell her, well, they shouldn't have even left you or sent you home. They should have admitted you when he hasn't even met her yet, seen her chart, spoken to her, nothing. Do you see where I'm going with all of this?
It was too busy. And the blood specialist said, you should have been admitted so they could have run different testing. Okay, now.
No, that did not happen. Again, The hematologist is not going to speak to a non-patient after hours on a Saturday. I mean, this is just fucking mind-blowing with her. And why are you running to the emergency room trying to get admitted? Like, could you imagine if she got there like an hour before somebody who seriously needed to be admitted, and she got admitted taking that bed from somebody who seriously needed that bed? And she would have too. She absolutely would have. It like I said, it's absolutely mind blowing the lack of functionality in her brain.
There is an infection somewhere in my blood count, which we don't know yet.
No, nobody, including your own primary care physician, has said that you had an infection in your blood. And the hematologist has not told you that there was an infection in your blood. The reason you were referred to a hematologist, which is a blood specialist, is to do more tests to see if there is an infection in your blood. Just what you need to do is just listen to certain keywords that Dani says all the time, like constantly saying oncologist, oncologist. Now claiming that she spoke to a hematologist where she's not a patient there yet on a Saturday, who claims that she should have been admitted, and now stating that she does have an infection somewhere in her blood. It's not going to be somewhere in your blood. It's either in your blood or it's not. But they wouldn't have told her that, as she's not a patient yet and she hasn't had those specific tests run.
Okay. I'm not trying to diagnose me. I'm not trying to, I'm scared. I am scared. Because I don't know. I'm very, very tired. My heartburn is not stopping. It's really bad.
If you don't want to have heartburn like that, stop eating big meals before you go to bed. That's one big way to stop having indigestion.
My voice, I feel very confusion.
Uh, what does one feeling very confusion mean? I'm literally confused about that.
I have hot sweats. Like, I'm very hot sweating. I'm sweaty. Sweat. Um, like, I could just go in bed. PC's an oncologist, makes you go. So I won't know anything unless I talk to the doctor. If I get worse within the next couple of days or before I see him, he is recommending me go back to the hospital to be admitted, to run further tests on me.
Dani admitting that she may need more attention coming up soon, so she's going to run back to the emergency room and beg to be admitted.
He knows I have the lesion in my shoulder, which usually a lesion could cause white blood count cells very high. That is a possibility, that the lesion could be what's happening right now. So that's where we're at right now. Like I said, I don't know the answer. I am not sitting here saying that I have cancer, because I won't do that, because I don't know.
Oh, no, she wouldn't do that. She'll just keep implying it by saying oncologist instead of hematologist.
They have to rule out some stuff. 21,000. So they have to rule out stuff. I don't know what tests they're gonna run on me. I don't know what they're gonna do. But my primary care doctor is concerned.
Okay, right there. What she said. They still have to run tests to rule things out. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. That should have been the only fucking thing she has said in this entire live stream and the two before it. But no, instead, Dani has to be over dramatic and make people think that she could possibly have cancer by constantly saying oncology, instead of just being honest and saying she has to see a hematologist. But no, she won't get attention the way she wants it that way. She won't get the attention she is craving so desperately if she just says, look, I have an appointment on the 9th with a hematologist, and when I know something, I'll let you guys know. No, she has to drag it on, making it sound like she's fucking dying when she hasn't even seen the doctor for a consultation yet.
Otherwise he would have never probably. And like I said, you guys, I mean, there's so many things that could be happening. I don't feel like myself lately. I really don't. I have no energy. I barely have any energy. Like my legs, I feel like I got hit by a bus. Um, so it's just there's a lot going on. Google, you guys can use Google. Google means jack shit.
And this is Dani telling her, easily manipulated, can't think for themselves followers to not even Google anything because it's not going to tell any truth. But here's the thing, Google is way more credible than Dani has ever been.
My health is not good. This is a serious situation. I really want prayers. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I don't want to be dramatic.
Really, Dani? Over dramatic is like your third middle name, right next to overgrown toddler.
I am hurting. I am. I don't know what's going on with Gabby. What do you mean Gabby's in the hospital with blood infection? I don't even know what you're talking about. Listen, I don't care about what Gabby's going through. I don't care, okay?
Yeah, Dani doesn't she can't be bothered with Gabby talk right now. She's too focused on making sure she has the more severe issues than Gabby does. I mean, they'd probably go to the emergency room, don't know that each other are there, and fight over who's going to be admitted first.
I just want prayer. That's it. That's all I want. I just want prayers and hope to be the hope. Hopefully, it's a good outcome. If not, it's not. She's been to the hospital twice. It's great for her. I don't know.
Damn, how ironic. So has Dani.
I don't know. Sending lots of positive vibes your way. Do you feel bad today? Yeah. Like to the point where I feel very weak, tired. Like if I have no energy to clean. I have no energy to do anything. Like I feel very out of. All right. Sorry about that. Very sorry. Sorry, Danny. I'm sure that feels scary. Sending good vibes. Do you have any appetite, or has it changed? No, I do not have any appetite. I just want to sleep.
Oh, poor Dani. She just does not feel good today. She has no energy. She has no appetite. But let's just take a look at Dani just a couple days before she said all this.
So hungry. Oh man. I just wanna sleep all day. I don't wanna do anything. I have no energy. I just don't feel like myself. I try to get out, try to, go do stuff, and it's been very difficult. Like I will literally zone out. I feel like I get these chills and I get these hot flashes. I feel like my body is really hot. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm working. I have to work. I have to work. I have to work. I have no choice. I mean, if it gets worse in the next, probably before the 9th, the blood specialist doctor, is going to want me to go to the hospital again.
Yes, the very same blood specialist doctor that she supposedly spoke to on a Saturday, even though she's not a patient yet and has not even seen him for a consultation.
No, it's not my. Well, when I went to the urgent care after I got off of work, there was a lot of sugar in my urine.
Urgent care? First, you said that you went to your primary care physician. Then you said you went to the emergency room. Now you went to an urgent care. Are you just jumping around to medical facilities to find a doctor that'll say, "Okay, there's something wrong with you. Let's admit you."
But guys, listen, I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Just can we talk about something else? And I don't.
That is now the fourth or fifth time she has claimed she just doesn't want to talk about it anymore, but we'll continue talking about it.
I don't want to talk about it because you all know what these people do on the internet, man. I just don't.
What do these people on the internet do? What? Call you out on your bullshit?
At the end of the day, I'm taking care of my health. I want to do what I have to do to make sure I'm fine and I'm okay, and everybody else can just go whatever.
Sorry to burst your bubble there, Danny, but the last thing you are doing is taking care of your health.
I'm gonna go to Mimi's house for Thanksgiving. So I would love to just chat with my supporters and just kind of just vibe with you guys. And at this point, I'm done talking about it. I don't want to talk. If you want to DM me about stuff, I'm willing to talk with you. But I'm done discussing anything further until I know exactly what the hell is going on. And then once I know what is going on and the testing and all of that, you will then know what's the next step. But until then, we have to wait until the 9th. Other than that, I am done talking about it.
Well, that should have been what you should have been doing from the first moment, but you have literally spent over 2 hours now doing nothing but talking about this and bringing it up and claiming oncology and all this other shit.
Take a guess on what it is. It could be life-threatening. It could be serious. It could be it could be fine. It could be just a normal situation. I don't know. I'm not the doctor. You're not the doctor. So at this point,
So basically, at this point, Danny spends over an hour literally talking about it, using the wrong doctor specialty that she's supposed to be going to see, making people think she could possibly have cancer. Like, it's just all attention seeking. And hopefully, she's hoping, that she'll be able to pay her rent with somebody else's money instead of her own. Hopefully, she's not planning on getting another crappy looking tattoo.
it is what it is. So, but yeah. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Can we talk about Thanksgiving? Let's talk about Thanksgiving turkey. I love turkey. You like turkey? It's my only day off too, but It's not that bad. I'd rather work anyway. Get my mind off of things, you know? Whoops.
I don't know. Like from watching Dani over the last year and then researching and watching her past, it seems her health problems are always at the worst when she finally does have a job and wants days off and all this other shit.
Oh, your baby. Oh, your baby. Oh, the baby, a poor baby. Keep your mind busy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. It's so, I'm telling you, I don't even have the energy to even clean. Like, my house is so dirty, and I hate to say that, but, like, I have no energy. Like,
No, Dani, that's called laziness. Okay? Pure laziness.
my energy is, like, probably a 3. And, I don't have the energy to clean. I don't. Yeah. So, and like I said, I'm not trying to be dramatic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling good, and when I'm not feeling good, like, my body kind of shuts down. Like, it's like, you know how it is. Like, you don't, like, you, see, I don't know. Like, and then, like, on top of that, like, I feel like confusion. I feel like I can't make sense. I feel like, blurriness, and anyway, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go ahead and do me, and I feel like we say goodbye every month. Oh, that's fine. Then you can say goodbye every single month. I'm not leaving, and I'm not saying when I'm coming back. I'm worried about my health, okay? My health, my body, what I'm going through. I don't care about anybody else. No offense, I just don't, okay?
Oh, here we go again. Typical Dani bullshit. I don't know when I'm coming back on. I need some me time. I need to take care of myself. I don't care about anyone else. Yeah, we know that. We know that the only person you care about is you. And do us all a favor. Just leave that, like, social media, period. You keep saying every fucking month you're leaving and never coming back, and then you always pop back up a month after your sister has some kind of fucking weird issue or she's lying about a miscarriage and pregnancy and all this other shit. You both are so transparent. Like, it's nothing but attention, money grab scams, scamming, lying, begging, and a bunch of fucking non essential drama. That's all it is. You guys literally get off on creating drama and watching people throw themselves at you saying, "Oh my God, I love you. Please don't go anywhere. Please don't be sick. Please be okay." It's disgusting. It's mental. You and your sister both belong in an institution for the rest of your lives.
I don't. I don't care about what you say about me. I don't care about go host lives about me. Go do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, my health comes first, and that's it.
She doesn't care what everybody says about her. But yet, just a couple weeks ago, Dani was the one saying she was going to quit TikTok, move over to YouTube. That way, anybody who streams her or makes videos on her live streams or whatever, she was going to copyright strike the shit out of them. But she doesn't care what people think about her or say about her. You are the biggest fucking baby I've ever seen in my life.
Okay? Bottom line, I don't care. All right? I trust doctors. I trust nurses. I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do, and that's the bottom line.
And then she'll come online and twist and turn everything to make it so much worse than what it actually is. So, before I leave you guys with some questionable footage of Dani's behavior over the last couple of years, let's see Dani doing what she does best, seeking attention. one thing I've always noticed about Dani is she loves to make fun of and mock her sister Gabby, but she is literally no better. So anytime she's mocking and making fun of her sister Gabby, she's actually projecting herself.
Oh my God, are you proud of me? Oh my God, are you proud of me? Look at it, like a 12-year-old little bitch. I'm the favorite princess of the fucking castle, because, you know, blah, 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 and Danny's the fucking prince.
Go look at Sonic. Oh my God, go look at Sonic. What are you, 5 years old? Mommy, 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 mommy.
Let me do it one more time. Okay, wait, one more time.
Mommy, 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 mommy. You want me to get in your fucking box and pretend like I'm not hurt? What hurt me? You know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay. It's okay. Because you know what? It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alright. I'm okay. I don't have any appetite. Oh, hey, Mom. I just don't have an appetite. You need to get rid of stuff you don't want, though. Anybody have Adderall? Danny, you're 32. You can do it. I love where you live.
So, how many days ago were you saying you didn't have money for groceries? And now you're getting your hair done and stuff? Like, it's kind of weird, though, right?
I have a job. The last 3 days I've been making fucking bank.
So, this.
Well, let me explain this next clip really quickly. So, what happened here was Dani created a photo of herself, making herself look 500 pounds, then posted it in Reddit. Then, with different accounts, commented horrible things to herself so that she could then go on TikTok live, act like this, and claim it was other people who said these things to her and created the photo. It later came out, probably a day, not long, I think it was like a couple days after this, that it came out that Dani was the one that made the photo and the comments to herself. Why? Because she craves attention like a desperate little toddler. That's why.
I hide my pain so well, bro. It hurts, man. It hurts, dude. It hurts. You feel alone. You feel pain. Pain. You want the pain to go away. You know? You just want the pain to go away. You want the pain that's inside of here to go away. Go away. Pain inside of your heart. Your pain. Your pain. Your pain. Your pain. I wish I had Gabby. Oh, the pain. The pain. The pain that you feel. The pain. The pain. The pain.
Dani, can we talk? Can I send you my number to talk, please?
Pain. The pain. The pain of being body shamed. The pain.
Dani, I'm going through this right now. Can I give you my number so we can talk offline, please?
Yeah. Can you help me take the pain of my fatness away?
Yes. Yes, if we talk offline.
We can talk online and yeah, we can. We can. I don't want to feel fat no more.
I'm going through the same thing. I'm going to send you my number right now. Please call me.
You go through the pain. The pain that people call you fat and a strike and a fit and the F word and the
Dani, are you listening? Are you listening?
You they call you ugly and Shrek and the retard and they just it hurts, dude, it hurts,
I know.
It hurts. I'm not retard. I'm not a retard.
You're not. Can I tell you something?
I'm not a retard. I'm my mom. I'm not a retard. And what do people say I am? And people say I'm the F word. And I'm fat, I'm ugly, and it hurts. I'm not, man. I'm not. It hurts inside of me. It hurts in my heart.
Wait, Dani. Tell me 5 emotions you're feeling right now.
I don't want to feel like I'm that word.
No, that's okay. Hey, emotions are valid. What are you feeling right now?
Dani. They told me I'm retarded. They told me I'm a faggot. They told me all these words and I just can't.
All right, Gabby, you're here. Thank God.
Dani. I just can't.
Dani, your sister's here.
Dani, what is going on? Somebody texted me saying that I'm a faggot and that I'm retarded and that I want to go kill myself. They texted me, Gabby.
Okay, Dani, come here. Dani, focus.
They texted me.
Dani, focus.
They texted me all these names.
Okay, can you call me off this app?
Gabby, they called me fat.
Okay, is it true? No. So what's the matter?
Gabby, they called me Shrek. They texted
Aaron,
me.
not right now.
Wait, they texted me that I'm Shrek, and they texted me that horrible words, and they texted me that.
Okay, Dani, look at me. Dani, look at me.
This Gabby, they called me a retard.
Dani. Danny, mom and Bobby are sleeping. You gotta control yourself. Come on, Danny. Focus.
Okay, this next clip is Danny dancing with a 10-year-old little girl to the song Birthday Sex. Okay, just keep that in mind. Now, this next clip is very disturbing for some people. This is the clip of Danny punching her cat in the face, holding it down on the bed with all her weight, pulling on it, calling it nasty names, just being a vile piece of shit because Danny is a vile piece of shit. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I stated a warning here about that.
Me. Don't you think you're gonna fucking do that? Don't. 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 I know they hurt. Well, what do you want me to do? Wow. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, if you hold fucking still, you piece of shit. Stop. You're fine. Get over yourself. Stop being a baby. I'm trying to help you, dude. Come here. Hey, come here. You're okay, dude. I'm trying to help you. Please. Do it again. Lay down. Lay down. Nope. Yep. Well, excuse me? I don't know who the f you think you are. Do it again. Love that boy.
Yeah, there's probably more videos I can put in this, but it's already over an hour long. I've made you endure having to listen and look at this creature of a person named Danny for over an hour, and I do apologize for that. So I think I'll go ahead and end it here. Yeah, she is a disgusting and horrible excuse for a human being. She's just disgusting. And you know, karma's coming for both her and her sister. Bad karma, not good karma. And they will reap what they sow. Hopefully soon. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Sorry about the end of it. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. Bye, guys.